So here's a question that I got today. So KG, I want to buy a house in the next 60 days. What can I do now to make sure I'm well prepared when I'm ready to buy the house? We'll talk about that in a minute. Hey there, this is KG with Fairfax Realty, where we help buyers to buy their dream home and sellers to sell their houses. And we do this in the Maryland, DC, and Virginia region. We help buyers to buy their dream home and sellers to sell their house. Listen, if you're looking to buy, sell, or move, contact us below so that we can take care of you. We also upload new videos on what is going on in our market region. Please subscribe to the channel so you get updates once we upload a new video. So we're talking about buying a house today. What can you do as a buyer if your timeline to buy a house is in the next 60, 90, or 180 days? What can you do to start preparing now so that you get the best deal when you're ready to buy the house? Of course, the biggest thing when you're buying a house is the credit. All right, your credit has to be in such a way that you can get a mortgage. So the first thing you really want to do is to request a copy of your credit report, from the 3 credit bureau. And this is free, freecreditreport.com. There's a law that say you get one free credit report a year. Instead of Maryland, is more than that, but for the whole nation is once a year. So contact the credit bureau, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Contact them and get a copy of your credit report. Now take time to look at it. If there's any discrepancies in your credit report, you want to deal with it. You don't just leave it there. If there are some charge off, you want to call and make payments arrangement. If you have court cases, public record, you really want to contact them and make payment arrangement and pay it off. Make payment arrangement to pay that off. The other thing you want to look at is if you do not have a credit card right now. If you don't have a credit card, it's very, very advisable that you get a credit card. If you cannot qualify for a credit card, get what we call a secured credit card. If you Google it, a lot of banks, credit card company, Discover, and all this, they do offer secure credit card. Get a credit card and start using it, and before you know it, they'll start updating your credit file. If you do have a credit card, you want to look at the balances, right? You want to make sure that your credit utilization ratio is low. What do I mean? So if you have a credit card, if your credit limit is $1,000 and your balance is $500, your credit utilization is about 50%. That is too high. You really want to keep it down to just no more than 30%. So if you have a credit card limit of $1,000, your running balance, you don't want to make it over $300. Ideally, you want to pay it off, monthly, but if you cannot do that, you really want to keep that credit card balance low so that your credit score will be high. Credit utilization is a big deal it's a big factor in how much your credit score will be. The next thing is your income, right? How much is your income? If you're a W-2 employee, that means you get a paycheck every 2 weeks or every month, however you're paid, and you get a W-2 at the end of the year. This is the amount that will determine the amount of house that you can purchase. The rule of thumb is your income multiplied by 5 will kind of give you the raw 5 there of how much you can qualify for. So look at your income. How much is your income? Is it something that you can improve on? So look at it. That would determine how much you can qualify for. What about your tax return? When you're buying a house, they're going to require 2 years of your tax return. So if you're a W-2 employee, you get W-2 and paycheck, make sure you file your taxes. Well, everybody should file their taxes, but make sure you file your taxes, and then make sure that everything is in tip-top shape. If you owe any taxes, pay it off, but you want to file your taxes. If you are a self-employed individual, the amount of money that you report and then the expenses, if you take a lot of expense deduction, the net income is what is going to determine what you qualify for. So for a self-employed person or a 1099 person, if your income is 100,000, for example, and then when you do your taxes, you take a lot of business expenses, and then it reduces your income to 20,000. 20,000 is what is going to be used to determine how much you qualify for. So they're not going to use that 100,000. It's going to be the 20,000. So if you want to buy a house, your income needs to be in such a way that you can qualify for a house. Even though you're making a lot of money as a self-employed person, if you are taking all your income, you're taking expenses out of it. You expense a lot of your income out, then you will not be able to qualify for an amount of house that you want to buy. Because if you just 20,000, then 20,000, maybe you can buy a house of 100,000. 100,000. So those are the things that you really want to look at. What about your down payments? Where is the source of your down payments? Of course, if you want to buy a house, you need to have savings. If you're going to use part of your retirement account, make sure you know the rules of how to withdraw money from your retirement account, that you will not get any penalty. Know the timeline to make that request. You don't need to do that now. You just want to know the timeline. If you're going to get gift from family, make sure they have that money in their bank right now. Talk to them. The people that want to give you a gift, make sure they have the money in their bank right now, and explain to them, let them know you're planning to buy in the next 60, 80, or 190, 6 months, so that they can get themselves ready as well, so that they can make that gift when that time comes. So these three things are very, very important. It determines your interest rate. It determines how much you can qualify for. These are the things that determine if you can buy a house or not. So your credit reports, very, very important. Your income and your taxes, and the money that you're going to use for the down payment. So start working on this thing. It doesn't really matter if it's 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year. When you start working on it, you'll be in a very, very good place when you're ready to buy. All right, so listen guys, we do this every day. We help buyers to buy their dream home and sellers to sell their houses, and we're doing it in the Maryland, DC, and Virginia region. So if you're looking to buy, sell, or move, contact us below. If you need referral to a lender that can work with you to get you approved, if you have questions about your credit, contact us below and we'll take care of you. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel so you get updates once we upload a new video. Ciao.